Welcome to Sunday Funday with Stasi at Stogies of Bogies. I am smoking a La Gloria Cubano Serie R Maduro. Yeah, Connecticut Broadleaf is the wrapper. It's a Dominican Republic. Uh, it's made in the Dominican Republic. And it's not the most pretty Connecticut broadleaf, but I enjoy Connecticut broadleafs. I got the Maduro instead of the lighter shade, because I like Maduros. So we'll see how this goes. I believe this is my second La Gloria Cubano. The first one I had was a cigarillo that was aged for 4 years. That was not in a humidor, so wasn't great. Tasted like nothing. But right now, it's pretty good. Got my notebook with me, taking my notes. Um, I do have two other sticks with me, just in case I feel like I want to continue smoking. Um, this is it's a 5 or 5.5 by 54 ring gauge, so this is about the max ring gauge I will uh, kind of go to before it's just kind of like, too much. Prefer smaller ring gauges, get more of that wrapper uh, taste out of it. But um, I rather this is a more of a full-bodied uh, cigar, so we'll find out how full-bodied it is. Um, but yeah, I didn't really do too much research on this La Gloria Cubana. Just that I know one of my subscribers suggested if I can find one of these to try it, and here I am. Quite frankly, the appearance is not uh, the greatest. There is this little blemish right here. We'll see when I take off the band here how it is, but for the most part, um, I'm just in the beginning of the final for the final first. I guess it would be the final first because I'm smoking the first. Uh, I will. I'm just getting into the first third here. So, quite frankly, it's kind of uh, fruity. I guess I'm getting a lot of like fruity notes, like a mixed, like mixed fruit, like a fruit bowl uh, on that. But we'll see what the retro is like. Pretty earthy, a little bit of woodiness. but I'm getting a lot of like fruit off of this, which is interesting. I normally don't uh I find fruit in the cold draw, uh, but we'll see how it ramps up. The burn is pretty good. It's it's a very lightly packed. It's not doesn't feel dense. It's pretty light for 54. Um, the draw is super light, but the burn is good. But I want to see when it gets past this little blemish here. If it tightens up a little bit, because I have a feeling that I'm getting a little bit of easier resist, less resistance because I have this imperfection here. There is some sweetness in there. It doesn't seem to be spicy, but I can tell it is full bodied for sure. Um, yeah. Anyways, I'll come back to this when we get to the band here, the first band, or the secondary band, however you want to call it. So life is all right. Had a rough week at work, but other than that, new week coming up. So just try to get out there and do better, be better. Just all around. Just keep thinking positive thoughts. Get there. Didn't take my test that I thought I was gonna take last week, but uh, did a couple days of practice, and then I'll have another practice tomorrow, and then uh, hopefully I'll take it on Tuesday. So that would be nice. Hopefully the wind is pretty heavy, so hopefully that's not um, hopefully the mic cover isn't letting the wind uh, be making the sound quality too poor. But yeah, the last couple days has been like in the 90s. Today it's pretty windy and it's like 70, 75. I'm in the shade at the moment, but I'd rather be in the sun, be a little bit warmer. But yeah, hopefully I can take that test this week. Um, it's June 1st, so um, birthday month, Gemini. So let's get it. Uh, my birthday falls on a Tuesday, and that's for Tuesday night skate. But I'm not gonna show up. I'm gonna just chill with the fam, and I might go live. Um, I've got a cigar that's on reserve that I'm gonna purchase this coming week. Uh, and if they still have another cigar, because it's very limited, I'm not gonna talk about what it is until I buy it, and I'll take a little video of it and I'll post it. But if they haven't ran out of that cigar, I'm gonna cop at least one or two more, um, just so I can have an extra, at least one extra, because it'll be special. Because I'm definitely smoking that one on my birthday, uh, along with a cubano. So, uh, still don't know if it's gonna be the Monte Cristo or uh, the Cohiba that I'm gonna break out for my birthday. But yeah, who knows? Um, I've been thinking about just taking that day off and not using my birthday day to take off. Um, but just taking a regular day off and then using my birthday um, for 4th of July and making it an extra long weekend. So smoky. It's got great aroma. Uh, yeah, just it's sweet and fruity. Um, it's really what I'm getting. The ash is nice. Getting closer to that band. Um, smoking through that imperfection, and I feel that there's some complexity happening. It's starting to change as moving into that second, third there. Got some woody notes on that retro. I've been really uh, so I so Friday I got the chance to smoke a um, papas fritas from Drew Estate. I got to smoke a um, what was it? It was from Foundation. Da, 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 da. A High Claire Castle from Foundation, and that was really nice. It had some good like chocolatey, woody aroma to it, and same with the papas fritas. It had like a barbecue, woody uh, complexion to it, which was really really nice. Haven't really had too many cigars that have had that like kind of like you're burning like cedar, or like when you're at a fire, like when you have a fire at like a camp or something like that. It kind of had that kind of like aroma to it, and it was just really nice, really beautiful. And that's kind of what I just got off of that retro, was like this like cedary, woody note, which was pretty good. So yeah, definitely this is so far it's pretty good. Um, I hope my one subscriber hops on, because I'm getting probably halfway through this, about halfway through that uh, second third here, because I need to ask him if this is the actual cigar that he recommended me. Because sometimes if I don't write things down, they just. Um, but I mean, for the most part, I have a decent memory. My girl would say that I don't, but yeah, it just depends on if I like something or whatnot. But I hear a train coming, so it's gonna be passing over here in a second. Train number 3, I believe. But yeah, this is real good. The draw didn't get any tighter. Maybe a little tighter, but it's a very loose draw. Here it is. Burn isn't too wonky. Might just touch it up, but taking off that first band uh, here, which super easy. Can't complain about the burn. It's combusting pretty well. Um, there's like something else in this that you can't really put my I can't really put my tongue on it. Or well, yeah, my tongue on it. Well, literally, because I'm trying to taste it, but can't put my finger on what exactly it is. Like it's almost like a chocolatey nuttiness to it. I also think the burn isn't perfect, but it's windy, so it could be attributing to a little bit of an uneven burn, which is fine. Overall, oh, there goes my pen. Overall, it's oh, and How you doing? Overall, it's pretty good stick. Um, Definitely need to try this a couple more times. Um, Pretty good. Uh, Smoky. The smoke output is like an 11 out of 10. Uh, but yeah, it's good. But I've been having like yesterday I smoked the Padron anniversary, and let me tell you, that was amazing. It was sweet, it was chocolatey, it was complex, but it was complex in its own way that it was complex because it started off sweet and chocolatey. Oh, lovely. Perfect. That's not cool. Ugh. I hope she's well, I mean if she's running around and being herself afterwards, then ugh. Ugh. And staying up too late. Ugh. Dang, that sucks though. Hopefully she's all right. Okay, I'm now feeling the strength of this cigar. I mean, I have been puffing on this for almost a half an hour now, which is a little fast for a robusto like this. Um, I need to start carrying like some like sugar packets with me just in case it is too strong. Because I didn't smoke for 2 days in a row over the week because I was just working late, and two I just didn't have the time. So letting the palate rest and whatnot. Um, Dang, that wind. Uh, the sun is starting to creep over my way, so I will. It will be a little more bearable once the sun is kind of beating on me a little bit. Uh, but the wind. I mean, when the wind isn't like sweeping by, it's comfortable. It's nice. Um, Not all bundled up like I was last week and the week before that. But I just got like an herbal kind of note, like grass. It's not my favorite note. Uh, Out of the deal. especially for something that's more of like a full bodied. Normally, I find like grassy hay notes in mellower blends, but I mean overall, this is a been pretty good. Um, it's changed a little bit from the first to the second, and we're once it gets to the band here, we're gonna be going into that final third. So things normally ramp up in strength and flavor and whatnot in that final third, and some things can diminish because of the strength increases within it, but we'll find out as it moves forward. Uh, but yeah, just slow but surely. Uh, we'll get there. We'll find out how it is. I'm starting to get some chocolate in the undertones there. There's almost like some like chocolate covered nuts or like yeah, kind of like that. Where it's like a roasted peanut and like chocolate, like kind of like if you had gotten like a Chex Mix and you just pulled out the like a chocolate piece and like a peanut, which is pretty good. I do enjoy that. Um, but that woodiness kind of has fallen to the wayside here. And I really wish there was some more of that, but I haven't retroed in a second, so I'm doing good. A little tired. Uh, the weekend's flying by, but I'm enjoying myself. How are you, Heath? Having a decent weekend? That's good. That's good. Yeah, I'm just enjoying La Gloria Cubana Serie Armaduro on this windy, sunny Sunday. Oh, nice. How was the concert? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take this band off before I starts burning the band. Bailey Zimmerman. That sounds familiar. Well, Zimmerman, the last name sounds familiar. Oh, okay. Yeah, I I'm not too big into country music. I mean, I just didn't grow up around country music. I grew up around a lot of like classic rock and like that 60s, 70s, 80s rock. Uh, my dad has a bunch of like disco records from the 70s from when he was like in his like late childhood, early teens. So grew up on a lot of that stuff and 80s hair bands. Um, but yeah, I was never really around a lot of country music, so um, didn't really, like I guess like the only country people I know is like Dolly Parton or uh, you know, um, oh, hey, happy wife, happy life, right? um, yeah, because like uh, the country uh, people that I can like think of in my head is like Toby Keith, uh, what was her name? Reba, um, Dolly Parton, um, like that kind of, like old. I mean, Toby Keith isn't really old, but he's he's getting old. But yeah, like that's kind of like the people that I think of when I think of country, and yeah. But I mean, there's probably some good jams. Wilson, nah, I don't think I know Lenny Wilson. um, but yeah, yeah, my country uh, music knowledge is very poor. I have a low IQ in country music. um, I just always think of this is just the way I think of country music. It's if you play country music forward, it's you know they drink a lot, they miss their dog, they lose stuff. But if you play it backwards, they gain everything back. So uh, that's how I always thought of it growing up. But yeah, like I said, I was more of a I grew up on like rock and roll. The Beatles, the Beach Boys. My mom loved the Beach Boys, so I always grew up on the Beach Boys and um, ACDC, Ozzy, Led Zeppelin. I know Led Zeppelin is like some people love them, some people hate them. Um, Def Leppard. Um, used to love Def Leppard. Used to listen to them all the time. Eric Clapton. Uh, uh, Obviously the Beatles together, and then separate. George Harrison, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, uh, Ringo. There's a couple Ringo songs that I like the No No song. That's probably my favorite one that I like um, from Ringo, just because it's just so funny and very Ringo esque in my opinion. What other um, was it? Twisted Sister. Um, who else? Oh, what was the band that did Blinded by the Light? Oh yeah, Greta Van Fleet. Yeah, heck yeah. Um, oh yeah. Oh, like Jimi Hendrix, um, Santana. I mean, I'm from the Bay, so like it's funny because growing up, I listened to a lot of like that 60s, 70s, Black Sabbath. Actually, a good little story about Black Sabbath. So there was a guy that um, so Here, let me just put this into like historical congruency here. So Black Sabbath, right, had Ozzy in it, and as we all know, or, uh, the guitarist that was Ozzy's good friend died tragically, and Ozzy like went off the deep end. And Black Sabbath was like, "Look, if you can't get clean, you can't get your head straight. Like you're out." So I kicked him out, and they brought in a guy named uh, uh, Dio, Johnny uh, Dio, and Johnny Dio, or well, just his last name's Dio. He grew up in my town of Cortland, New York, and my father grew up like 2 or 3 houses down from him on a street called Pendleton Street. Um, oh, thank you, appreciate it. And Ronnie James Dio, that's his full name. And Black Sabbath took Ronnie James Dio as the new singer. And which is coming and so Ronnie James Dio ended up becoming the front man of Yes, It's a Train. Yeah, uh, I live in an apartment complex and I can't smoke, uh, so I go live. There's a train that passes by every so often. It's kind of become a staple of my lives. So whenever I move or I buy a house, it won't be a staple of my life anymore. But anyways, Ronnie James Dio, basically, um, whoa, let's move the microphone back over here. So Ronnie James Dio lived a couple houses down from my father, and when my dad was growing up as a kid, and Dio and his wife were very good friends of my grandmother and grandfather, uh, and small world, but really cool to know that like my family knew Dio, and so um, obviously Ronnie Ronnie James Dio uh, made some good like 2 or 3 albums with Black Sabbath before he went on to do his own solo thing, uh, and Ozzy came back with Black Sabbath. But I always thought that was so cool that uh, just a little old, you know, no name town has possibly, one of the greatest rock and roll voices to come out, in the 70s. So super, super cool. hmm So, but yeah, um, big fan of, Ronnie James Dio. Um, I mean, he possibly could have wrote like the hardest song about a rainbow um, in rock and roll. But yeah, uh, Dio, love him. Um, who else I can think of off the top of my head? Uh, oh, what was his name? I can't remember. But yeah, basically those are the people that I can remember off the top of my head that for rock and roll, um, that influenced me, and then obviously um, as I get to be a teenager in the early 2000s, my music taste turned to more of like hip hop and rap. So it was a lot of like East Coast stuff, which today's June 1st, and I saw that uh, Big L would have been 51 years old today if he was still around. But yeah, like once I hit like 2007, 2008, I started really listening into like hip hop and rap. So it was a lot of southern rap. So like Lil Wayne, the Hot Boys, Ti, Gucci, and then obviously the New York scene of Jay Z, Biggie, Big L, Kanye. I mean, Kanye's from Chicago, but he was with Rockefeller, so um, and then it just exploded into everything. Not liking that my cigar keeps going out on me, but I'm also talking a lot. But yeah, I'm a big music kind of guy. Yeah, no worries. Um, yeah, actually, I'm probably gonna play a bunch of classic rock later. Now that I've been talking about it. Yeah, no worries. Um, yeah, I love music talk. Music is a big a big part of my like childhood and growing up. Um, like it's just yeah, it's just a part of me. Music's got me through a lot of moments in my life. Uh, but yeah, I play the ukulele. I taught myself how to play that. My birthday's coming up in a couple weeks, so think I think I'm gonna buy myself a new uke. I bought one back in 2020, and I've just had the same one for 5 years now. So uh, I'm okay with it. I'm not the greatest, but I'm not the worst. um, but yeah, it's just really cool. I like the uke. I like the history of it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go live for my birthday too. So um, I'll have a I'll have a fancy cigar for that one. I'm not gonna say what it is, but I'm gonna put a short out probably like Friday or Saturday uh, of the cigar that I'm gonna be smoking for my birthday. It's a very fancy cigar. Um, yeah, thanks for the early birthday. Yeah, it just keeps going on me. Um, but I was told to the more birthdays you have, the longer you live. So trying to have as many birthdays as I can. Yeah, I'd love to see you in the chat. I'll probably put a little post out like a day before or something, just letting people know that I'll be going live at a certain time. Um, so yeah, Keep your notifications on. I've always tried to learn how to play the piano, but all good. All good. I'll see you in the next couple lives, so it'll be good. Thanks for hanging out, though. I appreciate it. All good. Have a happy rest of your Sunday. This cigar just doesn't want to burn. So there we go. I think we got it back. But yeah. Just enjoying the day. I wish it wasn't as windy today. Have a good one, Heath. Yeah, I just wish it wasn't as windy. It's pretty good. So, uh, other than that, it's a fantastic day out. So, all right, yeah, I'm gonna stop messing with this cigar. It just keeps going out on me. So, take some points off of this one for the lack of combustion at the end. Three. The flavor was pretty good. Overall, I'm gonna give it a solid 3. The aroma was good. The flavor was good. The complexity was there. The strength was definitely there. The burn and combustion, it was good for the first 2/3, but it is what it is. So I'll give it a 3 out of 5 for my little scale there. Um, but yeah. Um, do have 2 more. I'm not going to smoke both of these. But, there's one of you in here. So between the 2 of these, which one should I cut and light? I'm thinking of my father, but it's just a longer cigar. I really love this one, but I do really want to try this Avo. So I think I'm gonna do this Avo. But I'm gonna flip the camera around, and I'm just gonna do a quick little quick little video so that I can cut it up a little bit later and turn it into a short. Let's focus. All right. Here we go. Cut it. Shink, shink. Let's toast it. One last little spin around. All right. There's that short. A little bit of that cap didn't want to come off. So this has a Habana 2000 wrapper on it. And I've never smoked a Habana 2000 wrapper. So be very interested in seeing how that plays out. But probably a 45-minute smoke here if I don't get too many comments. Lots of grass and hay on that. Not my favorite not my favorite flavor notes, but it's the light up, so it is what it is. See how it goes. The draw is definitely tighter than that La Gloria Cubano. Let me see if I can cut a little more off of that. See if it'll open up. But nice, light, nice light wrapper on it. So not as dark as the Maduro I just had. But I learned that the Avo brand is owned by Davidoff. They're rolled in the same factory with Davidoff, obviously. So uh, I find these. Well, I haven't smoked Davidoff yet. I have a Davidoff late hour sitting in my tupperware, and let me move this mic. So my bag is constantly moving. Um, so it would be very interesting to see uh, how a Davidoff compares to the Avo. But Avo originally uh, was its own company. It got bought by Davidoff. I don't know when they got bought out, but the story behind Avo is um, Avo Uvezian was a Cuban singer, and I forget the song that he's like super famous for, but he was a singer and he loved cigars. And later in his life, he created the Avo brand, and he did very well for himself. Got bought out by Davidoff. Now we have these, and they're made in Nicaragua. Um, and there's only been one Avo that I've really enjoyed, so we'll see how this Avo goes. Quite frankly, it's pretty mellow, very herbal, with that grass and hay. So not quite my not quite the um, that Nicaraguan profile, but it's more along of the lines of like traditional Cuban style profile for sure. But like I said, we'll see how it goes. It can change as we get into it, but all the hills, the grass is finally all burned and yellow. It's not no nice luscious green uh, anymore. All burned. And it'll be like that until it decides to rain again. Probably end of October, beginning of November. Hopefully October. We need the rain out here. Ah. Yeah, okay. Some of the now that I'm getting further into that first third, that some of that Nicaraguan is starting to come out. Gotta hook up the power brick. I just hit 20%. There we go. Mic's still good. Can't have the phone dying like last time. But a pretty quiet live. Today, which is fine. Um, I'm like, ooh, another train. Um, I was looking before I went on live. I'm almost to 150 subs on my channel, which is pretty cool. 50 away from 200 and halfway to 300, which kind of surreal to think about. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but kind of cool. Didn't think I'd ever really get there. It's taken a lot longer to get to where I am, just because last year I didn't started in April of last year, and I didn't really put out a lot of content and stuff. Um, the second half of last year, uh, just because I got so busy with work and life and whatnot, and but I've been having the chance to get back into it and be more consistent. So I plan on being much more consistent, uh, or continue to be consistent for the rest of the year. Getting some fruit mixed in with that like grassiness. I also don't have anything to cleanse my palate, so uh, my palate could be a little shot from smoking something so heavy uh, off off the jump. So, but the ash on here is nice. It's got a really nice, consistent burn line. Um, yeah, I don't know how I feel about this cigar. But I will say, just from the notes that I'm getting off of this, strength isn't very strong. It's very mellow. Uh, Flavor profile is very subtle. Got like fruity, grassy notes, which honestly pair pretty well together. Um, I would for sure, if someone was to get into cigars, I'd suggest one of these. This Avo Fogata. There's no D in it. Fogata. Um, I would suggest this as a good little beginner entry entry level cigar. It's not gonna blow your uh, face off with strength or anything, but it'll be gentle on the palate, be nice. Um, Pair this with some tea. Yeah, I feel like tea would go really well with this, like some herbal tea. Oof, I just ashed all over my book. Um, yeah, second, third now. Um, See what happens. The aroma on this is fantastic. Really nice. Mm. Yeah, the aroma is good on this. Yeah, whenever I smoke a cigar that's mellow like this, it just keeps making me want to just go back to full bodied, more full bodied blends. Um, it's just where my palate is and just what I like. But it's always good to uh, get out of your comfort zone and try new things. Um, like I was telling someone at the lounge Friday night, I was like, like I have the go tos that obviously, if I'm just like, I don't know what I want, I have four or five go tos that I just go right to them and just pick them. Um, and just go from there. But it's always nice to give my palate something different. I got a really weird flavor profile on that. It was like string beans. So, so interesting. I gotta write that down. grass, hay, string beans, a little bit of fruit. Very, very interesting cigar that I'm tasting right now. Yeah, string beans all day. So weird, but kind of neat. I've never. Oh, what one you'd never try again? Uh, the first Avo I ever had, I can't remember what it was. Never have that one again. Um, Probably never have that Illusione Rothschild again. Uh, uh, the McAuliffe Experiencia Crema. Probably won't have that one again. That one wasn't anything fantastic. Um, there was oh, what was it? It was a punch. What was it? Punch Knuckles Maduro, I think it was. I had two of them and just never liked it. Um, haven't had haven't tried anything else in the punch line. Well, no, I take that back. I've tried one other punch, but it wasn't the knuckles. I just remember it had brass knuckles on the band. Uh, just wasn't my cup of tea. Um, do I have it in here? I think I might have it in here. Maybe. I'm not sure. I know I put it up as one of my shorts. Yeah, I don't think it's in here, but there's like a little 4.5 by like 60. Um, that I got is like a freebie. Nah, I don't have it in here. Um, and wasn't great, but it's something that I'd give as like a gift, or if a friend wants to uh, hang out, something I'd give them. I can't remember what it was called, but it started off cool in the first third, and then started going downhill in the second. In the final third, it was just terrible. Um, so is what it is. Yeah, I'm getting string beans all day on this, which honestly is kind of pleasant. It mixes well with that like grassy hay um, on it. I wish there was like some pepper on it. I feel like if there was some pepper, in this to go along with that like string bean grass hay profile. I think this would be real good. Like it would make this be something that I would go back to. Um, Ashed on me again. But yeah, there's another train coming. Yeah, I just can't get over that. There's like this string bean flavor. It's just so weird. Yet it works. So weird. It's like every time I take a puff on this, it's like string bean, string bean. Um, I don't know. I'm probably gonna smoke this to the end of this band here and call it quits. But um, yeah, I see someone walking by. But yeah, for the most part, it was a decent. This is a decent smoke. Real light on the palate, but string beans all day long. Uh, but I'm gonna call it. Call this live complete. Thanks for everyone coming in. Wasn't many of you, but that's all right. Doesn't matter. Um, if you got this far, like, comment, subscribe, whatever. Um, or don't. Don't really care. Again, I catalog this for myself. But I'll see you on the next live. I'm going to try to go live a little more frequent this week than I did last week just because I was working so much preparing for that test. But I do have that cigar picked out for the live when I do pass my test. And I will see you all in the next one. So, Stassi was still using bogeys. I'm out. Deuces. See ya.